All right, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Mike Shinnery. I'm joined today with Mr. RJ Rochelle, well-known man across the Black YouTube, brother that got love from everybody and shows love to everybody. We got Platinum Elite, old school player right here. He's going to join us. We're going to have a little relationship today, relationship talk. All right, some chat. We're going to talk about what we see going on these YouTube streets and out in the real world. And we're gonna try to clear some stuff up about what's going on out there with these relationships. We got a lot of fellas out there that's doing real good with the ladies. They're getting a lot of love from all the ladies, and then we got some guys that ain't doing so great. All right, and there's a lot of guys that ain't doing great, and they complaining, they whining, and they blaming the women for all their downfalls. So we're gonna have a little chat, fellas. If you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves.
It's Platinum Elite, man. I'm not batting 1,000 with the bitches, but I'm getting some hits in. You know, I ain't sweating my losses though. You know what I mean? That's just the way the game go. And it ain't even game. You know what I'm saying? Really, it's not even game. It's about manhood. It's about being a man. And you allow that's the difference. And I don't want to fuck up your thing. Can I say bitch and shit? That's gonna mess you up or
Hey,
what?
we can say whatever we gotta say, man. We could,
Okay.
if
Okay.
it gets demonetized or something like that, I ain't making no money yet anyway. So
Okay. Okay. Well, see, it's the difference between a man and a woman, man. The woman has that liberty or that option to lie and mislead and get upset. You didn't do, what I'm saying, you were late and shit. That's not what a man does. A man deals with that shit like a man. You know what I'm saying? You let her behave like a woman, and then she's got to. Once she's ready to be your woman, she's gonna behave. But during that period of time where you're pursuing her, you're dating her, you're getting to know her, you got to know how to handle her. And a lot of these dudes, you can't. American women, you just cannot put money in American woman's pocket and expect her to behave the way you want her to behave.
right,
It's just not gonna work. Now you could do that to some foreign bitch, some trash, some mail order bride bitch who ain't got no options and no other way to go. But
right,
who wants that?
right. Let's do this real quick before we get on to the foreign ladies. Right. Let's go back to the American women. So if a man approaches a woman and he wants to show off his nice flashy car, what I'm saying, he got that expensive watch on his wrist, he pulls out his necklace, pops it around his collar, you know what I'm saying? What message does that give to the ladies, and what's going to come of that guy that comes up with the money in his pocket and he's flashing his bling?
Well, if he's got some money, going, he got some things going for him. His conversation is going to be what's going to bring her in. Like once again, that they'll take your money if you got no fucking. A lot of these athletes, a lot of these NBA players, they have no fucking game. If that's what you want to do, spend that money. I don't even blame the woman. Spend that money. You know, what's this cat in Miami? One guy, he's a professional athlete. I think he got his arm cut off or some shit. He had a wreck. His arm got cut off. His woman was a stripper at KOD. I'm looking at it. Okay, you a college graduate. You in the pros. Fuck you doing fucking with strippers, letting them live at the house and shit like that. On some real shit, you don't see yourself better than that. You're better. Don't you think you're a multimillionaire? What the fuck you doing with a stripper? And then see, all the bitches gonna do is twerk anyhow, whether they in the club or out the club. So
Right.
a lot of niggas put them back in the club because they're like, God damn, you sitting up here twerking all day in front of me. I'm trying to watch the fucking game. So my thing is, why don't you go out and find you a quality female? But that comes down, like I said, to being a man. Motherfuckers, they falling way short on that.
That's right. That's right. All right, so we know now. If you go to the strip club, right, and you got all this bank, you throwing up hundreds. right? And these girls, they don't flock to you. You know, we all watch Players Club. We see what happens when they hit that green light. When that green starts flying, you know, they all come out. And so and those guys that got that money like that, you know, they can pull them out the strip club, right? So what about the other dude that comes in and he's a thousandaire? Okay, he making 40, 50 grand a year, but you know, he don't got no girl, so he's got some money to spend, but he ain't got hundreds to throw out, right? But say he goes to the strip club, $500 in his pocket, right? And he starts throwing 20s out, right? And he gonna get this girl in there. What's the difference between that thousandaire that got money and the thug type dude that comes off the street? He ain't dressed like the dude, the thousandaire, right? He comes in, he got some jeans on, some Jordans, you know, the hat to the back, or he got, you know, he got his hair braided because they don't let you wear the hat in certain strip clubs no more, right? And
Right.
so he comes in and he don't got that money like that to spend, but he got a lot of girls coming to him. So who's taking the girl home that night?
Whoever has the sharper mouthpiece. See what ends up going, what ends up happening, Mike, is that these guys will but you can become complacent on whatever your skill or your ability or your benefit is. Okay, and I think we do that in sports. We do that in all facets of life. If you're quick on your toes, even in school, oh, I ain't got to study for that. I can just breeze through it, right? So if that's a strong point of yours, that's our go-to. And oftentimes we don't attempt to sharpen other areas. But if you can layer both of those traits, that's without a doubt you're gonna get up out of there. You see, if you just lead with sometimes again, it's going back to the flat foot tricking thing. If you're just leading with the money, then that can turn people off depending on how they come at you. And it's always best that they come at you because they make the ultimate decision, in my humble opinion. So if a lady is like, all right, well, like the lady on the video talking about how she want her bills paid. Okay, great. Well, we know what that is. Let's go ahead and get it on out the way. And now, if I'm in the strip club, like I had learned a couple of weeks ago when I was in Onyx, all right, I come up there talking about, hey, I got this much, and this is what I want to do. I mean, that's all wrong on the real tip because she's up in there doing her whole job, and we all know that people want to do things without being judged, without having that label on them. Okay, they know what it is either way. So if I would have came at her with a crisp mouthpiece, and then seen where it went from there, and then said, hey, yo, this is what I'm looking to do. Who knows how the night would have ended. So yeah, you have to be able to refine it, and you got to know when to drop it at certain times. Just coming all out and saying, "Hey, look," because a lady could very well be offended, even though she's in that field. One thing that I noticed is a lot of them was like, "Hey, I'm a real estate agent during the daytime." They wanted the reason you're telling me that is because you kind of want a level of pedigree to go along with what you're doing, or you want a certain respect. Hey, basically like value me even though I'm doing this. Basically,
Right.
don't view me as a whole. And that's not the case. It's like, hey, you like Platinum just mentioned, you in here twerking, you in here doing your thing, you in here cutting up. All I'm saying is instead of sharing this money with everybody else, baby girl, hey, here's a direct package coming straight at you to go do what you want to do. Boom, that's a new coach bag for you. But hey, you know what? Her body, her choice, right? It's all good. It's on you, Plat.
Well, what you got to understand about the ball player or the millionaire that's in the club and the average guy, and you said 500, that's more of a customer. But just the average guy in there is you have to be realistic. The woman is obviously gonna go chase the money. She's gonna chase it, but nothing's gonna come from it. So that's what I mean. So if you are the average guy, you deal with reality. You say, okay, she gonna go back to the mansion, the compound, or wherever the fuck with the other ball players and shit. She gonna go fuck with the Heat. She gonna go fuck with the Clippers. Clippers in town. But I know niggas. I'm saying this is what he telling himself. Now, these niggas not gonna wipe. First of all, she ain't gonna wipe them because I know her. But these niggas ain't trying to wipe her. Now, if I was to get all dominant, dominant and start demanding shit like an average trick do, she's gonna bounce because she gonna be like, nah, fuck this now. Cause I mean, we cool and I like you and shit, but no, you can't tell me what to do. She'll do this shit just off, the fact you trying to tell her not to do it. You don't say shit. You don't say shit. Next day she get done or whatever, about 1 o'clock, she done and shit. You check your phone, see if she said something back to you. She ain't said nothing back to you. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? When you catch it, when you go back up in there, tell her what's up. Say, yeah, I saw you. I know some other niggas. That's how you set up. Say, well, that's your thing. I know some other niggas out here to get down like that. Whatever. They throw that shit to you. What you talking about? You
Right.
got you got to go with the flow. If she fuck with you the next day, oh, it was a trip. Oh yeah, what happened? All straight up. So and so did this. Oh, we took that one. That new girl. Yeah, yeah, I know you're talking about. Oh, she got the shit fucked out of her. Like, damn. Yeah, said who was it? Said that dude that it was a big old offensive line. He fucked the shit out of her. You're like, oh shit, she gonna be okay. Said
Yep.
now, we all, all of us, we paired off, and she just got paired up with this crazy motherfucker. He just tried to fuck the hell out of her. Oh, you laugh about the shit and be like, okay, so what's up though? What you talking about? Man, fuck them niggas, man. What's up? I thought we was gonna do something. Well, shit, you got the money and shit. Let's do it. I thought you said remember we were supposed to go to Vegas, right? Let's go to Vegas. And when you get in the car with you just start you lace them. Man, fuck them niggas. Them niggas just want your pussy. Them niggas don't give a fuck about you. Fuck them niggas. Who you see? Who the nigga you next to you right now? Average nigga we fuck with you, call you a hoe and a tramp and a slut. I ain't with no petty ass shit like this. I'm a real motherfucker. I know you. I've been fucking with you. Before them niggas. Fuck them niggas. Come on, let's go on to Vegas.
Boy, how can you not love it, bro? How can
Hey,
you
Nah.
not love it?
And I don't really want to put that out like that because I don't want niggas to, be biting on my shit, taking my shit, and
Are they
fucking
gonna
with
take
me.
your game, Platinum?
Now they're gonna take a piece of it, but it don't work with everybody. But I'm just saying, but the whole point is like I said, like, these niggas and they getting butt hurt. I'm saying you gotta deal with reality. Why you gonna get butt hurt about? How you gonna stop it from happening anyhow though? From a
right.
realistic standpoint.
Can you get a little closer to the mic? It's like it's falling off a little bit.
Okay, how you gonna stop it from
Oh,
happening anyhow? You know what
right.
I'm saying? How you gonna prevent it from happening anyhow?
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So don't get involved in it. And then what a lot of niggas don't want to admit is they do it too. They ain't gonna admit that shit, nigga. You do that shit too. Fuck out of here,
Hey, you know what? So, all right. So we got all right. So with these American women, okay, who who are the women that are out here breaking these hearts that got these guys so mad? Like, where are these guys finding these girls that are treating them so bad that they mad that they're going against their nature as a man? The girls are taking the hunt out of the man.
Right.
So who are these girls? Where are they finding these girls? Because I've never had that problem to where a girl turned me down and I was mad at all women.
Right. Let me go first on this one. Platinum. It's real simple, Mike. Um, these ladies aren't really hurting these guys' feelings. These ladies are the guys are hurting their own feelings with their behavior. And what's going on is these guys, yeah, will continue those are the simps again by the very definition. Um, they don't understand women at all. Some, I mean, when I say not all, I'm talking about not at all. Right there, you go. Appreciate it, Mike. And then they have a negative outlook on themselves. Poor self concept most of the time. That's why you hear these brothers on here talking about self improvement. They act like that doesn't matter. And I don't need to self improve. They just need to like me because I'm this particular guy. And that could very well be true. But that's in your own world. See, these guys are still playing Nintendo out here. They're in this metaphysical world, Mike. And these guys don't want to be told anything that's going to help them level up. And that's why they can't downplay the dating coach. They can't downplay the person that's out here schooling them, because guess what? Until I'm only gonna keep going to therapy until I feel like I'm actually benefiting more from it, or perhaps I've transgressed beyond it. These guys aren't transgressing beyond anything. They're remaining stagnant, and that's oftentimes just due to this to that simp in them. Being a simp has nothing to do with being kind to women and caring for them or loving them or marrying them. Being a simp has everything to do with number one up there. I won't even blame it on chivalry, more so, uh, because when we meet women, we know we sexually attracted to them. So it is what it is. I won't really that first definition right there, and that second one, no, those two pretty much sum it up. But again, what I would really like to zero in on is that these guys are a detriment to themselves, and they're indeed in their own way, which is
Right.
preventing them from being the best version of themselves. And so, uh, you know, you have to have an attitude adjustment of some sort. You have to have an epiphany of some sort to say, hey, you know what, I got to do better. I have to take control of my life and steer this in this direction. I'm gonna mute up and let my man Platinum go. Thank you.
No, look, man. First of all, a bitch that's not gonna fuck with you because you think she should. I don't care. And I'm talking about a guy you graduated top of your class. You made some real smart investments, so you got a little money in the bank. You got positive cash flow. Say you own two. During college, you just stayed about your grind and shit. You got you about three rental properties. Your credit is great, 730 credit. Maybe half. No, I say 100,000 clear. You know, in the
Right.
bank. Excuse me.
No, I said right. You're right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, okay. So you buy that nice car. You got nice clothes and shit like that. But that don't mean bitches are gonna fuck with you, and that's what niggas don't understand. They think, man, you got to talk to a bitch. She got to like something about you. That money thing. You know how many niggas throw money at women? That's nothing to them. Now you do got the broke bitches who need the money, but you got women out here. They don't really need no money. They want more out of a man, and they start looking beyond things like that. I know women who walked away from NBA players. They don't like them. They just don't like them. So what about all that? I don't like them. I don't like. And a woman is real big about her, what makes her happy, and they'll put that ahead of this scheduling that niggas think if they do A, B, C, and D, they get the bitch. No, it don't. Nope, don't mean the damn thing. And that's the part of being a man. The work is never done. You don't get to put your feet up and play fucking video game. Throw that shit out when you're 15. You know
Right.
that you got to evolve. You got to be a man, and hopefully, you don't have to take a lot of lumps. But if you got all them feathers in your cap, man, if you've done all those things, you just got to keep talking. Get you a cup of motherfucking water and just holler at a bunch of bitches. Don't stop at one or two, man. Go for 10. Okay, you ain't getting none from the 10. Go for 20. What's stopping you?
Right.
Bang out. You know what I'm saying? Go at them. But yeah, and let it, and you know what? Learn from them. Learn from them. If they say some shit about they don't like the way you look, they don't like you fat. Listen, do something about that shit. That's all I got. I mean, do that. That's what you got to do, man. And
Right.
I don't even care about the bitch. I be looking at the next nigga. Let me tell you something. I love knocking the next nigga. I ain't fuck the bitch. The fact that the nigga think he could get that bitch over me, that's like like you would say, if you take a Kobe and you put Kobe and Mike or Shaq, you put Kobe and Shaq, let them play 1-on-1. You know what I'm saying? They gonna go after it. That's how I
Right.
go. I'm going in for that whole nigga. Fuck you. And I hope you show up with your pants sagging. Okay. Okay. I hope you show up short. That's when your feathers count. That's when what you've done with your life and your time. That's when that counts. Forget the bitch. The nigga who sat on his ass who didn't get his degree, the nigga who the niggas who real estate investments failed. That's when that counts because it's obvious, and we still dealing with reality. As you talk to the bitch, thinking she could date both of y'all. As you talk to the bitch gonna choose what's best for her. That's what they do.
Oh, whoa, whoa, say that again.
The bitch gonna choose what's best for her. That's what they do.
Okay, okay. So we hear. I'm not gonna say no names. So, I'm not gonna use it. But when we say comments, we know who says it. So there's some guys out there that'll tell you all day and night that these girls are not picking the best for themselves. That they're picking the losers and the cheaters and all these other guys, right? Um, that they should be picking the businessman, the book smart guy, the guy with education, the guy that he's making bank because he went to school, right? But then on the other hand, there's guys out there, and we agree the woman is going to choose at the time what she believes to be best for her. All right. Now,
Yeah.
the red pill, right? Everybody's talking about the red pill. See, they talk about it like the red pill is an instruction manual, and it's really not. Red pill is knowledge. It tells you about female nature, right? It tells you why women do what they do. And everybody's throwing around this word hypergamy. Okay, so hypergamy is simply, they're trying to elevate their station in life. Okay, they're going to branch swing from one to the next. You know, now I'm one to believe that the women ain't out there trying to get as much dick as they can get. I believe a woman's going to get with a guy and she's going to be with him until she meets somebody that's better, that she believes to be better, right?
Yep. Yep.
So that's why we got, these girls, they 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, college age, right? Or just out of college, they going to the club, they putting all that effort in. Why do they put all that effort in, get dressed up and all that? At that age, I believe they trying to get the best DNA they can get. They're trying to, they want the best looking babies they can get. So they trying to attract, whether he's tall, short, they want the good looking dude who takes care of himself and hopefully he got some money and can be a good dad. That's what we all believe coming out of high school, right? That we're gonna meet this girl who wants to be a mom, wants to be wifey, wants to raise some children and help us build our business. So where are these guys losing the fact that they want something? All right, these guys are all looking for something when they go out and approach a girl. Where are they losing the fact that this girl got dressed up to go meet somebody that will fulfill what she wants? How is that getting lost?
You talking to the wrong guy over here, man.
See, I mean, RJ, do you have any idea of how a guy can expect so much and he could want so much for himself that he forgets that the person he's looking at, talking to, hoping to get with is also looking for something?
Absolutely. It's simply put. Oftentimes when these guys are going out with these ladies, um, they're not establishing their dominance. They're not establishing their manhood and things right out the gate. And sometimes when you come back with it later with women, the interest can already be gone. So with and women are big on consistency. As we know, they'll we should be more like that as well. But they'll call it out. At least from my experience, is more so where they're like, "Hey, you should do this. You're not doing this now, and you just try to be better." You got to be open to that. To be critiqued as well. But I think what they missed at Mike is, again, just living in their own world, and it's like, I got all the answers to everything,
Mm.
and I but I'm and so therefore by me just I'm so over consumed. You mentioned the red pill thing. Sometimes these guys can be so just consumed with it. Not so much as the ideology, but they feel like there's a certain persona that comes along with it. There's a certain energy that comes along with it. You don't meet too many guys that are mellow and laid back like yourself, who have red pill knowledge and are like, hey, listen, I'm gonna use this when I need to use it. This is a feather in my cap. They're like, they DBZ, they charging up, right? Hair changing fella. And so with that, with that, man, that can also be a detriment, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like Platinum mentioned, what works for him ain't gonna work for the other. The guys, I don't think a lot of these guys are tailoring it to that individual, by simply being quiet,
But,
that's
but
the part of getting to know them a little bit, and then being able to counter and say whatever it is that you need to say. That don't mean that you're being fake. It don't mean that you're waiting on her to reveal some information so you can say what you got to say. I just think that these guys, a lot of them, we can just keep it simple. We don't understand the basics of communication and human interaction,
no,
and it gets lost in the sauce. Go ahead, brother.
no, RJ, I was just gonna say this. A lot of times they know women know what they're doing. They know that you took them on. How about this? 3 dates. They know. Well, first of all, they know why you're taking them. You're trying to get to know them. Obviously, the ultimate goal is to have sex. They know that. They agree to the dates. They deliberately order, $75 worth of food or whatever on purpose. They're looking at you. They do it.
Right.
They do it all 3 times because you know what? They're trying to see what type of guy you are. Because they're saying this bitch gonna whine. He gonna start whining, and I'm fucking with this other guy now. So as soon as he start whining, I'm gonna block his ass. So you don't respond like that. You don't let people bait you. You understand that? So now you don't have to continue to take on dates. But what I'm saying is you don't have to respond in a way that will make her say, I don't want to fuck with this guy because you know what? I always say I got time on my side. So go ahead, bitch. Go fuck with what they call him, Big Dick Leroy, and I'll go suck on Big Dick Leroy. No, I'm saying I can't stop her from doing it anyhow, right?
Right.
So, but I'm saying now, hold up. This is my point. If I'm pursuing her, it's for a reason. I obviously want something from her. So if she and I'm telling you now, this shouldn't be a common occurrence, but it just so happens she decided to go fuck with her ex or suck on Big Dick Leroy. Don't say shit. So it might be a week go by, 2 weeks go by. She hits you up. Oh, hey, how you doing, stranger? Oh, I know, we ain't whatever, woo, woo, woo. Oh no, I thought that you had, I thought this wasn't there. I was feeling you, but I thought that on your side you just didn't feel that. No, no. What are you doing tomorrow? I'm gonna answer. You know, then you fuck with her like that, but she gonna know. Say, well, this dude, he didn't panic like the other nigga. He didn't threaten me. He didn't demand I reimburse him on some dates. They're saucing you like that, and I'm telling you, man, attractive women get a lot of attention.
Oh
So
yeah.
all of that thinking that they're just waiting for you or your phone call or your text. So when they do that, to me, I'm gonna tell you what I do check for. I do check for a block. If they block your ass, they don't want to fuck with you. But if they still maintain a line of communication, they just went silent. You just got to accept it. They bitch went silent on you. Now, after about a month, I'd say shit, 45 days, you could go back and try to find out. Hey, and you can lie and say you was out of town, you was doing business and shit, or your phone fell in the toilet. Man, my nephew flushed my phone down the fucking toilet. Kids. Oh, I was just trying to get back at you. I hadn't heard nothing from you and shit. I hope everything's doing, you're doing fine. See if they respond. But that happens. And see all of that anger, that's what a lot of these dudes can't deal with. They can't deal with rejection and
Oh,
disappointment. You can't do that. And that's a part of life. It's a part of life. Just like that job you didn't get. That's a part of life.
that's right. If you
But
don't make the starting bench, the starting team, and you gotta ride the bench, you know what
mhm.
I'm saying? So what's happening with these guys? What we're seeing is they don't make the team, or they don't make first team, starting team, right? And they quitting the sport, bro. Or that's what they're claiming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, let me say something up front. I not I'm talking about my life and my game and men across the board. I don't know any of you. I'm new to YouTube. I've been in a few of Obsidian's chats and shit, but I don't know any of them guys. I know have no idea how they relate to women or whatever. But I can speak on what I'm doing, and I'm telling you that I I, I just don't let them get me butt hurt. Now, when I was young, I could understand, bro. When I look at the news and I see some dude when he got his pistol because his old lady left his ass. Oh, I can understand. Oh, I understand 100%, but that's nothing I would do because it's a bad move. It's just a bad decision to do that.
Right.
So, as you there's but see and see with these incels what they're doing now, they're trying to put that on them. Most of them dudes are nutcases. They had a bad work history. They had countless bad situations with females. I can understand why a female would want them, and then they go out and they do some crazy thing, kill a bunch of people. They're trying to put that on just that one, the fact that he got rejected by women. Well, it's pretty obvious why he's gonna get rejected by women, just the way he is. But that's not why he's doing what he's doing. So that's what I'm saying. So they only women only fuck with a small pool of available men.
I'm losing you.
Women only fuck with a small pool of available men. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay,
I got
just real quick, man. I'm a reference, and I hate to say it because people, I make these connections. A lot of people don't. This panda, was watching this story about this panda. I think the San Diego Zoo had got a panda. China sent it over. After a couple of years or whatever, it had matured. They wanted to mate it. So they asked China, and China thought about it because they don't fuck around with them pandas. So they went ahead and they sent one over. They said, we're going to send this one over just for mating. Well, after that, we want this motherfucker back. So they put the panda in the place they keep them, and they were playing with each other and shit. They started to know each other and shit. First, they're two bears, so they were hesitant, but once they found they were cool. The male panda was bringing the female food and doing shit that trying to pursue the female panda. Well, he was doing everything they were supposed to do as a male panda. He attempted to mount her, and she went into a rage. And she was a little bit bigger, and she started. There were two bears fighting, so
mm.
they had to get in there and break that shit up. And that's one thing about pandas. A lot of pandas, they don't. I think they have like over a year incubation, and they don't do a lot of mating. They're real particular about who they mate with. So they had to go in there and I think and artificially do it, and they was like even after that they have to remove the pandas before she can see them because she'll kill them if she don't want
Ooh.
to. Yeah, if she don't want to mate, she won't. She'll kill them. She don't want to mate.
So
And
she was she didn't just get the hot grits. She didn't get the hot pot out. She pulled the knives out the drawer and everything, huh?
oh yeah, yeah. No, what I'm saying is that particular species. That's how they interact. And China has problems with with them have mating with each other. But I think when they took her back to the pen, I think like the males have to go through like a ritual fight, and then if the one of the males is worthy, then they'll allow you to mate with them. In this particular male panda in the San Diego Zoo or whichever zoo it was, he never went through that fighting ritual,
Ah,
and that pissed. I guess she wasn't playing that shit, man. She was gonna kill him because she no, they were cool, but he couldn't get none of that. He said, "Oh no, 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 no." So she wanted him to earn, he had to earn his respect or whatever into that. And I think
right.
that a lot of men, we don't understand. You got to win the woman over, man. Okay, you got some shiny things. Okay, you got a few bucks. You still got to win her heart,
Ooh, there you go. So in essence, you kind of got to get in her head a little bit and get her thinking about you.
man. Got to.
Absolutely. Like I mentioned earlier, just coming through with one, I mean, you're doing yourself a disservice. Why not come across as the complete guy? And that's another thing. If we understand that oftentimes they may be looking for the next best thing, like what he just outlined. Those pandas displaying their masculinity, like, hey, baby girl, this way you need to be having kids with me, so we can raise strong kids together. You don't need to mess with that weak dude over there. He said all that all in the same breath, and showing, improving, and taking it from there. These guys are just in a state of, again, being contempt. He mentioned the incels. We know the unfortunate event that's happened recently, and what's going on is those guys, is not new. It's not new. If you want to take it all the way back, we can, well, not all the way back, but we can go back to the '90s. We can go to Timothy McVeigh.
Yep.
Another overlooked in sale. I mean, these dudes on this type of nonsense. Um, Not, it don't always mean that it's going to connect that way, but there's a mental block with an individual like that. It has to be in order for them to remain in that rut. Because I've been low before, and here's where the difference comes from. At my lowest low, I didn't have a car, I didn't have a cell phone. I was taking the bus and cabs everywhere, working two jobs, trying to build a business up. That was my lowest low, and I'm gonna tell you something. I wasn't in that low for too long. You see, I wasn't in that low from 2010 all the way till now. Damn near decade of going through it. Nah, man. I think yeah, that, but people do it.
Right.
Unfortunately, I was that low probably for 3 4 months, 3 4 months, and and got out of it. You know, and just kept it going. I had no interest in, but at the same time, when I was going through that, I was with my ex, trying to get rid of that situation. But even then, at my lowest low, I wasn't looking for comfort with other women, to try to mask what the true issue was at that time. It's like, what good is that going to do me? Now I got to put up another, now I gotta front some more. Now I gotta be fake some more. Now I have to come up with something else to get this lady's attention because here I'm wearing a uniform and I'm walking and I'm taking the bus and I'm taking the cab. No, it's like, hey, you know what? Let me level up. Let me get my stuff together. Home, I iron itself out, and that's it. I know guys right now, here in this town, who were like on the music scene real heavy. And when I tell you they were living with their mom in 2006, 2005, when they were, in their late 20s, I'm telling you right now that they haven't evolved from that, and they're still
Ooh.
there with her. Here,
Ooh.
yeah. Oh, no, no, no. These just guys here in the local community that I'm using as an example.
Yeah, no, no. I'm saying who. I'm saying ooh, like ouch.
Oh, oh, yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. So for them to still be in that predicament, man, it speaks a lot to themselves. A man, a masculine man, a guy who understands what manhood is all about, he gonna find his way out because you're constantly thinking, how can I get up out this situation? Yeah, I can't even sleep until a good night's sleep. I'm restless until I figure out how to get out of this situation. You know what I mean? Late nights, early mornings, and the same thing goes when you're dealing with these here women. It's we do overcomplicate it. We overcomplicate it big time. And Platinum made the point about how even in the Panda scenario, ultimately she still made the decision. She's like, all right, cool, I can rock with you. Okay, shoot, you know what you're doing. You know how to handle yours. And the same thing applies. I think you guys mentioned a little while ago that the women, um, would normally stick to whoever they, stay with because again they always looking to level up. So if they normally stick with them until they find something better, again, if we know that, then we might as well get ahead of that and reap the benefits for as long as you can,
You
and and,
stupid
can,
freak.
and continue to be leveling exactly, and continue to be leveling ourselves up because we understand that, hey, if she does leave, guess what? I'm still at my best to turn right back around and replace her. You know what I mean? Or I'm still at my best to where she pulls a move like that. You got Beyonce hyping people's head up, talking about I can have another you in a minute, when really we're in a position where we can have another one of them in less than a minute. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're
Right.
taking care of yourself and you're leveling up, and I'm talking about always leveling up, man. Like, don't ever get complacent. If every brother, if every brother on this phone call touch a million one day, hey, I want to be able to talk to y'all and say, all right, cool, we going for two next year. All right,
Right.
and then after that we going for three. It don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop to the casket drop. That's all I want to mention on that, man. Yeah, we don't have to put too much thought into it, man. If you need lessons on masculinity and manhood, there's plenty of brothers here online. You got Mike Shinnery right here, displaying it, and he's really trying to drive it home. So, uh, you know, they're gonna get it one day, Mike. They're gonna have to, or else they're gonna keep on, wallowing in sorrow.
That's right. So I'm thinking, like you were saying, guys got to learn how to pull themselves out of that drought. And I'm thinking what happened was, everybody wants to, talk about the sexual revolution, right? So they're talking about the 60s and 70s when all the women got all these rights and all that abortion and stuff like that. So before that, right, if a man graduated high school and got into college, that was him elevating himself. Women saw that as, okay, this brother's doing something with himself. Man left home, went to work at the factory, right? 18, 19 years old, whether it was making cars, working at a steel mill, machining shop. You got on what is that? The HVAC guys that, you get on go and get your license, something like that. They had a what do we call it? The rite of passage, right? They had a proof that they were becoming a man, right? And the women saw that and they were attracted to that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the women got all these rights and all of a sudden they was able to work. So now, yes, they can get pregnant and get an abortion if they're not ready. They can get a job, they're making their own money, right? Sex is not so bad. Playboy done, turned out all of America, right? So now they could dress sexy in public. Okay. And what they did was they put the men to task. So now graduating high school and going to college, it don't mean nothing to women because women can do that. Women are doing that in high numbers. So it's not seen as something manly anymore. So what would you guys consider like the new rite of passage for me is like you were saying, getting out of mom and dad's house and being able to take care of yourself and projecting into the world. Like how I describe it is a man has the penis, right? He's got that rocket pointing out. He's supposed to be going out into the world and affecting the world, right? The women, they're taking that in, but because they have all these rights and all that, guys are upset that now they have to compete. What is the rite of passage for these guys that's going to make them realize that?
Well, the first thing you got to do is stop talking to niggas. That's first, off top. First thing, leave niggas alone. You need to be a social butterfly. Look, take your dick and put your dick in the freezer for about a year. You need to go to every social event you can. You need to make an effort to get in. Now, I'm not gonna say every woman, but you need to, try to find attractive women that will have a conversation with you. If you just become what they call a friend zone, if you just begin in the friend zone, you her male girlfriend or whatever, for that year, you need to do it because you need to. It's something about if women are not choosing you, it's a reason. It's something about your game, your conversation that's causing them not to find you attractive. So you need to work on that. So it becomes second nature to you. And this, the beauty of having good relationships with attractive women is they have sisters, they have friends. Attractive women tend to befriend other attractive women. They tend to. That's not in every case. A lot of times they don't have any friends, but They tend to hang out with other attractive women. They go around attractive women. These women will be the best thing for you because they can maybe set you up and stuff. They can give you a jump start into the dating game. But
Right.
leave niggas alone. You're wasting your time with niggas. If your niggas you fuck with ain't got no game, you need to break off all ties. You're grown now. No reason for you to even talk to them. None. No, I'm serious. You're wasting your time talking to them. All they're gonna do is bring you right back into that negative zone of failure. You don't want that. You don't want that.
Right.
And once you become accustomed to talking to women, you shouldn't have as many problems. There won't be any anger. You'll be able to judge them and engage them where you won't be getting all butthurt. Getting rejected is no big deal, man. You'll get over it. So what? You got shot down. What I did and what I do is I expect to be shot down my first three hits, and a lot of times I'll do it openly. I will openly go to a very very attractive woman in front of, if I'm in a club or something, I'm in a social gathering, a wedding, do it in front of everybody. I want them, if I get rejected, I want everybody to see it and I want to bounce off. I'll play it off, be like, okay, oh, no, 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 my mistake, my mistake. I was under the impression, you were single, or, oh, no, no, I just found you attractive, or, whatever. I'd say anything. And then just stand up and take it like a man. Get the shit over, man. And go forward. You gotta go, you gotta keep walking. And I think a lot of us, because I've been to places, I see no guys really take a chance at trying to get to know the women. I see guys even fucking use their phone to try to text her. No, just go talk to her. Now I'm gonna text her, man. That way, she say no, I ain't looking like a fool, man. There ain't nothing wrong with looking like a fool, man. It happens to
Ooh,
everybody.
like in the club, he got her number and he texted her.
He can get the waitress to go over there. Hey, I want get I want to text her. Where's she at on Facebook? Where's she at on IG? Shit like that. If you tip the waitress, man, the waitress can bring you back information.
Oh, for sure.
So that's what I'm saying. Shit like that. Don't do that. Just stand up. Now, I wouldn't recommend if it's a table, say it's a table full of just beauties, you know, because I mean, I'm a human being. Even I get intimidated by that, but I still deal with it. I still go in. I just focus on one. I don't look at the whole table.
There you go.
Yeah, I just focus on that one. And the other two, well, first of all, I'm always going for the baddest bitch. I don't fuck with basic bitches. I'm going for the baddest bitch. So I ain't even thinking about those in there. And about to step on one and literally step on her shoe and shit to get to her, I'm gonna try to get to the bad bitch. Fuck bitch, get to move out my way.
Yeah, you know what, platinum. Yeah, yeah, that's real deal right there. I can't disagree at all. When you in those situations dealing with a group, um, I'm not even gonna say it takes special type of guy. It just takes a guy who's confident in himself to go ahead and approach the ones in the group, and like you mentioned, go for the one that you find. Hopefully, you screen first. Hopefully, you like, all right, make sure you no rings on there. Cool, cool, cool. That way, because you hate to go through all that, just deal with it. But yeah, if you can throw rejection to the wind, which you should, any damn way,
Hmm.
yeah, just go ahead and go for the gusto. My buddies and I, we love groups. When we like when we were younger, when we was in our late teens, we used to say, that's when we overcame that. Yeah, we used to say, hey man, play wingman. Nah, man. But then when you got older, you in the spot by yourself and you're home for real, straight up, and
Yep.
you want a little distraction. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, go over there and talk to a homegirl real quick and throw off her game. And then boom, go in and go in and go for the kill. But then when you get older, hey man, you ain't made it here yet, man. Dude, this chick about to go. All right, fuck it, man. I'm gone. I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on, sweetheart? Blah blah blah, just blah blah blah. And y'all know just what I know. Them homegirls gonna stand right there, look you dead in your damn face and in your mouth, and listen to everything you gotta say. Well, the way I've always broken the ice with that, I've always just been like, "Hey, ladies, how you doing?" Or I shake each individual's hand and be like, "Hey, but you the reason I came over here." You know what I mean? The main one that I was interested in talking to, and here I try to sit down with them, or shoot, I'll be like, "Hey, let me holler at you right here." You know what I mean? That's all. The best thing is just go ahead and sit down with them and get comfortable, especially with them little round tables, because hey, that way they won't be like, oh, okay, well, I don't know you, I can't go nowhere off with you. So yeah, just go ahead and sit down with them, make yourself comfortable, and then go ahead and get to spitting. You know what I mean? Because now all the attention's on you, and if anything, I'm gonna tell you something. If she is single, the other girl's gonna be like, "Yo, You know, what I mean, I really, hey, that dude ballsy. You know what I'm saying? He came
Yep.
right on up over here. He wasn't messed up about, the rest of us. Like Platinum said, yeah, true enough. Yeah, you may be intimidated. Hey, in the words in the words of Eminem, yeah, your knees are weak, palms are sweaty, but hey, guess what? Guess what? I done had enough. I done had enough scotch tonight. Fuck it. Here we go.
Well,
That's right.
you got to also deal. You're going to be dealing with her. All right, a very attractive woman. Okay, that's why I wonder if dudes really want that because they'll say it, and they really need to stick to fucking fat bitches, because a really attractive woman. Okay, you're gonna have to be with her.
I
If you
do Platinum. I do stick to him, brother. I,
no,
I
I'm
stay
not
in I stay in my lane.
not, bro. I'm talking about
I know, man. I'm messing with
okay.
you, G. I'm messing with you, G.
What my point is this: if you want a very attractive woman, are you willing to deal with that? Because she's always gonna get attention. Whenever y'all go places, the gym, guys are not born yesterday. They're gonna see her. They're gonna look at you. They're gonna size the dude. They're gonna say, why is she fucking with him? Now, I'm not saying that the woman ain't totally in love with you, that you haven't earned her and all of that. I'm not saying that. I'm just simply saying people on the outside looking in. So you don't necessarily get that with a lesser attractive woman. So do you really want that? So if you can hold that, well, and that's you got to really put some effort in to maintain that. But um, when she sizes you, if she rejects you, you have to really look at that rejection. Was it really just because you said something? Was it really because you're short? Was it really because um, she wasn't interested? Because can you really handle her? That's what I'm saying. Can you? Because
Right.
you probably can't. Can you handle her if what's the guy that from the Duke the number one draft pick Zion? Okay, can you keep her from Zion? No, I'm serious. I mean, y'all dating. Zion is interested. He wants to date her. You say, and they go after those types of women. They go after the prizes. Can you
Who you
can you
falling off, bro?
yeah can you maintain her interest with that type of demand? So I'm just saying. I mean, I can do it, but I'm just saying, can you? I'm saying from these guys, a lot of times they out of their league. They need to level down.
And you know what? Platinum, man. That you bring me to an interesting talking point, man. I've been like out on the prowl. Maybe me and the fellas just left a spot, left some bar or whatnot, and we in the downtown strip and we seeing this and that, and we know we like, all right, cool, let's get it popping. I'm gonna tell you something, man. You know how many times where I've been with like the fellas, and let's say they brought some guys of their own or whatever the case may be, and they may be like, oh, oh man, y'all go ahead, man. I would, man, but she's out of my league. I hear guys saying
Hmm.
that. I hear guys saying that they out of their league, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. Yeah, exactly. That's lame, ain't it, bro? Let me
I,
tell you
I
something.
No,
I'm
no,
Go,
still
no.
trying to figure out what that means. Like,
man. I'm gonna tell you what it is, and I think it's you're right. At the end of the day, Mike, they ain't no good enough explanation. I think that's where you're going with it. They ain't no good enough explanation. But what they basically they'll take a look at them and they'll be like, in their mind, I think they're pretty much like, hey, I can't pull her. It's low self esteem. It's low confidence.
But
They go ahead,
but
go ahead,
if
sir.
but if that's what they have, that's what they should do.
Man, you know what, and I think that's what leads to the settling. And see, this goes back to old man's point. I know everybody can't have just a hot woman, but if we got, we if we're happy with our sixes, sevens, and eights, and all that, because everybody ain't getting no damn 9 and 10. Let's be real.
Twos and fours, man. Like I said, you got a guy. I saw a
Well, you
guy.
know what? He need to put that two or that four on a he need to make her feel like she a very special woman and be and proud to be in public with her. Hey, you right. Love. Hey, there's someone for everyone, right?
I,
Hey, so I
I,
I wish them the best.
I just saw a guy. His girl is probably 375. Most of it is in her. Most of it is in her top, and it's not in her breast. I mean, she has large breasts, but it's mostly in her top. She's got skinny legs and a flat butt. But she was right there with her man. He was on Facebook Live talking about he just got out of jail. He had just did, I think, 31 months. He fresh out. He with his girl. They were eating some food. Uh, all the people on Facebook, the dudes was like checking in, saying, because he went live. They were like, "Oh, what's up, my nigga," and all of that, and blah blah blah. He showed his girl off, and then he was, he said some other things about what they were going to do later. But that's his woman, and the dude was in fairly good shape. It seemed like he would think that he could have chose a better woman, but it's what she is. It's his level. It's where he finds a comfort, and he's a jailhouse dude. And if you're an alcoholic, if you're a weed head, why would you try approach a woman who doesn't do those things and expect it to work out?
I'm with you. Now here's where I got to give you some pushback on that, Platinum, because we're men and we're supposed to be the hunters. I know all of us aren't going to be the exact same thing, but let's say your guy right there. Let's say he got the jailhouse body and all that. He's on Facebook Live. He probably, the other chicks probably was choosing on him. You know how it is. He got this old shot woman. Now the more attractive women gonna choose on him. Now, if he don't sincerely care for that lady right there that he's praising right there on Facebook Live, then the other chick's gonna come along and they're gonna topple her. And it won't. And if he don't have like a sense of loyalty to her, maybe she held him down while he was locked up, whatever the case may be. Then yeah, he's gonna go with the first thing smoking because he may feel like, oh, okay, well, that was my level. Now these other women are opening my eyes up and letting me understand that my level is higher than what it truly, or what I thought it was. You see, they validated me, if you will. And so that's my concern with that. You mess around and get yourself one of these old short change women, and you trying to make something work with her, man. You're gonna end up messing around, because you're not happy with her, And let's be real, man. The fellas can be crude in that barber shop, man. They'll be
Oh
like, yeah,
Yeah,
it, Mike. Y'all be
and
in that barber shop talking all types of hell. Hey,
RJ,
man, yeah.
yeah, now this guy's a thug. He just got out. Um, from her perspective, from what she appears like, she's I guess to her that's probably a 7 or 8 to her, because she's got a degree in everything. She's got a good job. Um, I looked through some of her pictures and stuff. She's got some pictures with him before he got locked up, so she had a relationship with him. And believe me, bro, she's not no sane man is checking for her. So, and she's got this man, and he's got a criminal history. I don't see. Oh, I mean, I don't know who he sleep. He might sleep with a whole bunch of women once he's fully out. But at this point, right now, he's with her, and I was looking at him. I question why he would even do that, because I would stay at the halfway house. Work, I eat the Vienna sausages and the crackers and work my way about that halfway. I wouldn't touch that. But for him, his options was, like I said. But that's what I'm saying. He knows what's available for him. See, this is the difference, RJ. He's realistic. A lot of times when you are broken like that, like your freedom's been snatched from you. You can't have that luxury of believing egotistically you can get any bitch you see. And they're certainly not going to fuck with you the same way this particular chick is fucking with him, letting him enter her home right out of prison. He gets to get in the home. He's gonna get car keys. He's gonna get clothes. He's gonna get support from her. Even if he goes and fucks with other bitches, she's still gonna be. She'll be upset about it, but she's not going anywhere. He's not gonna get that from.
right.
He gonna get that from a 2. He's not gonna get that from an 8. That's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, well, you know what's going. I'm gonna tell you what is gonna start happening. He gonna start, humping up on something else, and he ain't gonna be able to get hard for it no more. He gonna have to, the way he got a hard body. He gonna have to be like, baby girl, hey, we got to start hitting this gym. We got to put you on the water and fruits and vegetables diet. Like
Right.
shout out to Jay Speeds. I mean something, because that don't make no damn sense right there. You said 375, skinny legs, and top heavy. No, man,
Hey,
no.
ain't that what happened to the what's that the show that for about Baltimore? The Wire. Remember the brother that got out of he was a boxing coach. He got out of jail and he went looking for his old girl and she was fine running a business and everything. And he kept running into her while he had his boxing gym opened up and all that, and she's looking at him like he's still thugged out, right? And she got fined, but she wasn't giving no play. She knew who he was though. So just off of that, off of his character, she knew all the manly parts about this guy, but she knew what he was capable of, which is what got him in prison. So she was still giving him time and attention, but not the same time she was back in the day. But she was still fine, right? So,
Right.
so but when he was trying to get at her and all that, he eventually learned, you know what? I gotta let her go because she moved on, got a family and everything. She finer than she was before. And yeah, no matter what he was doing, he was looking good and healthy, running, up in the gym and stuff like that. But he couldn't get her back. But the fact that she was willing to give him time with him coming out of prison, and we got guys out here that got bachelor's degrees, they got money coming in, they still can't get with these girls, man. So that they're not learning that right there, like that little bit, that little bit of oomph, that little bit of manhood that's missing, and they're
And,
not willing to go out and get that.
but see that's the part of being a man. See, like I'm looking at the guy. I don't know the guy. I'm looking at the guy, and he don't give a fuck. Like he sees how big that woman is. I'm fresh out. Yeah, man, just get out. He's checking. It. Guys are getting them all. Oh, what's up, my nigga? You out now? He's back, going back. Oh yeah, yeah, I just got out, nigga. You know how it is. They can't stop me, nigga. I'm back out here. You know what's up? He's right there with that big ass bitch sitting right there. Anybody with eyes can see that man. What the fuck? But he don't give. He'll real. And I'm saying it like this. He don't give a fuck because he like okay, well this bitch she finna do A, B, C, and D and E. And if I can find a bitch, who maybe 125 or 130, then I'll deal with that. But right now, and like I said, she been holding nigga down. He been locked up. He feel like okay, I'm obligated to her for now, and I'm gonna fuck with her. I don't give a fuck what you think. And I'm saying they're not gonna mess with him,
Right.
over her. So and that's part of being a man. That's what I'm saying. The comedy and shit. That's what I mean by you need to lead niggas. If you're meddled and bullied in barbershops and shit, you should probably need to go find another chop. Get your shit chopped somewhere else. Because them niggas, you don't need niggas like that that's holding you back from evolving. Now, I don't have to bounce back with no 375 fat bitch. I got a brain. I know how to make my own money. Even if I had to, like I said, I go to that halfway house because that's just not something I want to do. I don't want to lay up with a bitch that big. And me, I do have a little. I have you try, you have to burn your emotions. I still like to have my emotions. Like them dudes that go up in jail, they have homosexual sex and all. They don't care. I
Yeah.
haven't made it to that point. You know what I'm saying? That I want to burn my. I couldn't do it. I have to sleep. I could go to the halfway house. I could eat violent sausage, hot dogs, get my shit together, and then come out. Bounce back. But nah. But I saw him. I looking at him. He didn't. He don't give a fuck. He could give a fuck.
Oh, I lost you, bro.
Huh? You got me?
Oh, okay, there you go.
No, I said he
But
don't. He don't give a fuck.
Yep.
I'm with you on that 100%. And so to that point, going back to what Mike was just saying, that little that's often, I've talked to, some YouTube sisters about exactly that, where they're like, hey, y'all can say what y'all want about the so-called, Pookie and Ray Ray. When I'm with them, I feel protected, and I guess I'm not interested in like telling a lady how she should or shouldn't feel when she's around a guy. You know what I mean? We know they're emotional, so hey, if that's the way they feel, then fine. I said earlier, I think hey, there's something you probably can learn from a Pookie or a Ray Ray. By sitting down and talking to them. We all got them in our family. I say soak up some game from them. Hear them out. They may be able to tell you something that you can apply to your own life. Since we're men, of means, and we're consistently attempting to level up. So I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, and hopefully everything do work out with that guy and that lady, and he'll help her level up, man. Cause yeah, man, that right there, yeah, that's a no no. Cause see, some folks would say hey, that type choosing that type of woman is directly tied to his self esteem. You know what I mean? So, that argument is always going to be there.
But like I said, you got to branch out in the game, man. You got to drop. If it's what's best for him. Okay, okay? I'm not in his situation, but what would you do? You fresh out? Would you go stay with family who really don't want you fucking there? You're a grown man. You know they're gonna. If you have to stay with a motherfucker, you gotta be up under that motherfucker.
Right.
Or would you fuck with the fat bitch that's been putting money on your books, sucking you off, letting you ride around in her whip, and she got a nice crib. She got a nice crib. It's better than you ain't in the hood.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay, and when your niggas fuck with you, you be like, "What's up, oh man? You know what's up, nigga? Yeah, my hoe, man. It's my hoe."
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, high def. That's some real stuff. He said, and she will lead you to more women. Keep her as practice.
There it is.
Uh, I can't be mad at him for that. High def, straight up.
Yeah, you got see. That's what I'm saying, man. Like a lick, it's like a boxing match, man. So what? You get knocked out. So what, man? Get up. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers they got to stop losing it, man, because 2, 3 bitches did them. So what? Bitch did you wrong. Bitches lie all the time.
Right.
When a bitch do me like that, bitch, I say, okay, we going out this week. See, I don't really like to do that. You know, I really don't even do a lot of phone calls and shit like that with bitch. What I do is I text a bitch. She don't answer my text, I'm going about my business. If I'm doing something this weekend, I'm doing it on my own. If I run into her, I run into her. If I don't, whatever. If she texts me, say Wednesday or Thursday, you know, if she bring up the text I sent her or whatever, I don't even bring that shit up. I be like, oh no, you was busy and shit, so I went ahead and did this and that. I'm always gonna let a bitch know I'm out there. So I went ahead and went to that concert and shit like that. Oh, you went? Oh, I wish you would have told me. I said, I told you. You never answered the text. Oh, you gotta text me more than once and shit. Look. See, I'm trying to get some shit done. I really don't have time for this shit. Why don't
Exactly.
why don't you call me? Nah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't like look, it'll be other shit going on. So what you doing this week? So you hit me up. You don't hit me up, I'm going about my business. I don't get mad.
Right.
I don't
Right.
get mad. It's going about my business. Then I find me another hoe. The bitch obviously off. But see, you can't get. See, I'm saying, niggas, man, you just can't get stuck on. You can't get stuck on that one woman unless you're trying to get married or some shit like that. But when you date, you date.
Mhm.
Right. I'm gonna try something real quick because he just gave me an idea. Let's see
All
what
right.
Urban Dictionary got to say about. Which one's gonna be? Oh, I wish they would line all of them up. No, that's we ain't no IG hoes up in here. They got the thirsty women in here. Look at this.
You in
Social
the
media,
you,
such as
you in
Instagram,
the you people in the chat now?
huh?
People in your chat or what?
Oh yeah, there's a couple people in there. You can see it if you look on the side. Uh, uh, do you guys have a thing up there that shows the comments?
Yeah, I can see it.
I
Yeah.
see
So
I see one comment.
if you click in the comments, it'll show you the YouTube chat stream. I didn't even realize that because I got the YouTube on my other screen also, but on the screen, the what is it, the control panel, you can actually see the YouTube comments right there, and that's how you can get the comments to come up on the screen in the YouTube chat. So
Yeah, I don't see him. I'm just gonna go to your page.
all right, yeah, like if you look at that, yeah, you'll see you can see how it comes up on the screen where you can show the comments. All right, let me see. So I'm thinking, what's better, the thirsty when you're horny for some ass, or too eager to get something, desperate?
Oh, for thirsty.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's I think the better one would be the second one. I mean, yeah, because the first one, that's our nature. We think about that every day, all day.
There you go.
But
That's on a man's mind.
right,
Okay, yeah, we'll go with
right.
that one for now.
Yeah, but when you horny for some ass, now that's not right. But if you always got some thirst, and meaning like okay, quick example. It's one thing when you're horny, and you're like, all right, cool, somebody fucking today, you know what I mean? But then when you turn around and you like, hey, um, you're willing to do whatever it takes to get it. I mean, be beyond tricking and shit. But I'm talking about actually like, I think when it comes to thirst, you got to like really violate a code like to some degree. Whether you're being, too aggressive with the lady, or maybe or maybe let me see, let me give you another example of how guys go wrong with that. Let's say let's say we're out, and I'm gonna use myself. I'm I'm just like, I came in with on that game plan like, yo, hey, I'm fucking something, right? But while I'm up in there, I'm like hella aggressive with the strippers. Like, yo, what about you? Okay, what about you? Yo, I got 500. You know what I'm saying? Come on, girl, let's get. To me, that's overdoing it right there. You're not being smooth anymore. You know, you just and got so damn anxious and caught up in the fucking or the potential of fucking that
Right.
that all your integrity then went out the window because now you strong arming folks, you grabbing them by the arm trying to get their attention, bounce on his way to kick your ass out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
145.
yeah, straight up. Say you doing way too much, man.
But RJ, women know, like I said, they know what they're doing.
Yeah,
So if say you go to a strip club and you spend 300 in ones and shit with the woman, she know if you're hanging around, watching her, clubs getting ready to close. She knows, oh, this guy, he wants more than just some dances.
Right.
So they're going to either gravitate away from you, leave out a special exit. This is not for you. It might be your a night in the club for you. This shit happens all the time.
mm,
They know. They say, okay, well, this guy, he done spent 300. He's either gonna try, he gonna want some or number or some shit like. You have to be careful with how you do that. You have to pick your stripper when if you're going to do that. If that's what your intention is, you have to spend a little bit more time. So you have to have more exposure to these
mm,
women. And it's like the same thing with a dating thing. Like if I take a woman out on
mm,
a date, I want to go home tonight. I'm like, okay, let's go by the crib. They know what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
mm.
No, I got to go to work in the morning. Oh, I had so much fun. I got to go to work in the morning. You don't fight that. You say, oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. You don't bring up. That's what I'm saying. Other thing, you don't bring up what you spent. Now, if you spent it, you spent it. Now she want to go on. She want to go on another date. If you accept the date and she shoot, curb you or whatever, you just leave her alone. You just say fuck it. You charge it to the game. You bite that bullet. I'm not saying it's cool. You bite that bullet and you go on. You just leave her alone.
You know
Period.
what? You know what though, platinum guys aren't understanding the importance of biting a bullet and sometimes having to just take crow on the face. These guys are like, on some if I can't have you, nobody can type nonsense. And, that's why they become stalkers. That's why they become, these damn, serial rapists and some more stuff, man. It like this is a I'm not a psychologist or therapist, so I really don't know what to call it. But that mentality right there, though it's always been there. We had this media to put it out there for us, and we're able to pinpoint it and see it often in different pockets. And it's just like it's just like, man, um, at the very core of all this, man, whether it was through school or whatever the case may be, you mean to tell me that you don't understand like disappointment, you don't understand like letdown, you don't understand failure, and you definitely don't understand bounce back because you wallow in the sorrow.
Right.
Well,
All this, nobody wants me. I'm an incel. I can't get anybody.
that's it.
Yeah, exactly. That's lame, man. I can't get with that, G.
Yeah,
I
well,
can't get with that at all.
one thing. See, forget the guy. Forget the guy.
All right,
Let's talk about the woman.
bet.
And this is what I do. I read them. Women know. Like I said, women know what they're doing. So look. Let me tell you something, man. So if a woman goes out, say with me, let's say 2 dates, I've put 600. Well, I don't spend that much, but say $400, right? Both our meals, right? 100 for her and whatever.
Mhm.
Or I tip and I impress her with a tip, $30 tip to waitress. She said, oh, I got a headache or whatever. Ooh, she want in some kind of way, some kind of way, they don't go back to my place. They know what they did. They've done it before. What I'm saying, they expect you to scream and yell. I'm saying whether it's a phone call, whether it's a hot email, like why you just fucking with me? I thought you liked me, they expect it. And I'm saying right there, they're waiting to. Probably already X'd you off, but they're waiting to validate it by Xing you off. Okay,
Right. The
don't
first time,
yeah, don't
the first
respond like
time you
that.
do it, they know they got you.
But yeah. But I'm saying they're looking for a reason. If they have no interest in you and they say, look, I don't want to go out with you, they're really doing you a favor. See, this is what dudes don't understand. They're telling you, look, I don't see an end to this pursuit. You're trying to pursue me. I want nothing from you. Oh, I like to buy you a drink. I don't want a drink. I buy my own drink. Another
Mhm.
guy, say that's me. RJ comes by. Hey, she's all teeth. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I like that jacket. Who picked that jacket out? Your girlfriend picked that jacket out for you? No, I picked it out myself. Uh, you know, uh, y'all having casual conversation. She's like, oh, I'm here sitting here waiting on my girlfriend. Hey, would you like a drink? Oh yeah. What are you getting? She sees an end game with you. There's an
Hmm.
end game. So I'm mad. I'm over in the corner. Man, what did bitch see in him? I was trying to date you, bitch. What did you see in him? Now it don't work that way. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. So
Man, you know what, Platinum? I like the way you laid that out. When I tell you, I have literally congratulated a dude because I've been the other guy, but I didn't hate. You know what I'm saying? But like shit, I see him in the bathroom. I was like, hey man, I ain't mad at you, G. And he's just like, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with congratulating the next man. It is what it is. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And then keeping it pushing. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, you get that for me, G. And then
yeah,
keep it pushing. That's
it's
it.
it's always been with them. So like I said, you go on a date, and some women you take that woman, you take her on that date that you might think is a lunch date, and she's so uh, enticed or whatever by you, and she enjoys you so much it leads to sex. That date, the date that you were thinking y'all were just gonna be bullshitting, you know, because the way you went, you didn't go thirsty, you didn't go with the intentions of bagging her, and she can read that, she can feel that. And I'm saying they interact with men all their lives, man. I'm telling you, they can read, they know what they're doing, man. When they fuck you over, and they did it for a reason, probably because they don't want to fuck with you no more. And what I mean by fuck you over, had you take them out to a bunch of dates, y'all just met, she never gave you a kiss or no shit like that.
Hmm.
It could be because of another man, some other man that maybe she's mad at men. She sees you as an opportunity to take it out on you. Could be that. Some
No
some
argument. No argument there.
maybe she fucking her dude. Maybe her and her dude on their very last end, and she's trying to see if it's gonna work out. And she don't want to get into it with you, so she's stalling you out. Maybe she did plan on coming on that date Saturday, but he did some shit right that week, so he's worthy of a good weekend with her. She's trying to see if it's gonna work out.
Hmm.
So if you don't respond, like I said, you just don't respond to. Go and live your life. You never know. She might come back, and then she'll be done. She'll be free. She'll be like, okay, I'm sorry. I was a bitch, or I am so sorry, but some things
Hmm.
had to go on. But I am free. Let's get together. I really want to know you and shit like that. But it wouldn't have worked if you would have sent a bunch of angry ass inboxes and Texas. It would make because she would have been like, oh, I totally read him wrong. Totally read him wrong. And that's what niggas are doing and shit like that. This girl was saying, stop sending me inboxes. If you've already hit me up in my inbox and I haven't responded to you, do not send them again. I do not want to fuck with you anymore. I don't care how much we've dated. I don't care what we've been through. Do not send me multiple inboxes.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm saying she's basically told him. So why would just let it happen, man? And I've learned that patience, man. Patience is better. I would rather be patient and her never fuck with me than get that little emotional uh um you know bitching out eh, because I could because I'm mad. I'd rather be just patient, eat it. I'd rather eat it.
Yeah. See, what I want to do, I guess my aim, because um, for instance, old man has this message that the women need to change, right? And I think the what's happening is guys don't realize we need to make them change. Because the difference between the complaints, you ever notice online, you don't hear nobody talking about the good stuff they get out of their women. You know what I'm saying? I've heard Taz compliment Nyla, right?
Mm-hmm.
And speak on the things that she does. She'll be like, "Yeah, she gonna cook me up something nice right now." Things like that. He don't tell her, but he'll brag about what she does. And I think when guys start hearing that, right,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna start seeking that out. And the way they're gonna seek that out is, I don't know, maybe it's an idea. I mean, it's because I've not I've realized, I've witnessed, I've had um, females in my life that you wake up and they go into automatic mode. You know what I'm saying? They get your clothes ready for you or whatever. They'll have it hung up. And I'm talking about, like, I don't tell my wifey to do laundry. You know what I'm saying? She does it, but not just that. If I come home, if I had took this shirt off when I got home from work, she would have grabbed it and hung it up, or took the tabs out, out the collar. She'd have took it out for me and put it. I got a little jar that got a bunch of these little collar tabs in it. Right? She would have took it out of here for me. Put this shirt in the laundry room. You know what I'm saying? Um, and she would have asked me, "Oh, what outfit do you want to wear tomorrow?" And she would have got my outfit out and hung it up right outside the shower door for me, so I could get out the shower, and get dressed. She makes breakfast. I don't ask her for that. She just does it. I've never hit my wife. You know what I'm saying? I've never beat her, but
Mm-hmm.
she just does these things because she knows it's gonna make me happy. Guys have to realize that that's possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way to get a woman to do something, you don't gotta beat her into submission. You don't have to, force it and yell at her and fight with her to get that. When you're doing your stuff right, and you can get in her mind that you are a good thing for her. You ain't brainwashing her. You do it with your actions, not your words. Like, not so much telling her, but showing her. Like, like you guys are saying, you gonna be safe right here. We gonna be all right here. We gonna
I
eat.
got
We
Yeah,
gonna have
I'll
fun.
follow. I'll
I
follow you
got
on
you,
that.
Mike. It's like you're reassuring them, kind of like at a job. The employee. There's a book out on that, man. I'm glad you said that. It's kind of like you come across as being like, and I can't remember the name of the book, but it's like you come across as kind of being that lady's coach. You know what I mean? By
Yeah,
what you just outlined, it's like you getting her to do things for you without happening to demand it. Like, I used the perfect example. Yeah, yeah, babe. Hey, that meal you threw down yesterday was amazing, girl. Shit, some more. Shoot, what you got in mind for the night? Just saying something that simple. You ain't tell her to do nothing. You just, hey, we just exchanging ideas right now. And she like, bet. Well, hey, I know that he like that. Let me go ahead and do it, Mike. I feel you on that, G. That's like little, and that's what I'm saying. That's little, like it's not like we have to say something that's just profound and mind blowing, but that little shit is what gets overlooked, man. If you through all these conversations, it's the little shit keeps on being ignored because everybody's so focused on some old superpower, hyper ultra gamma game that you don't need all necessarily. If you're leaving out the basics, I used to box. Why should I train you how to throw a perfect overhand right if you still don't know how to step and jab?
Thank you.
You can't do the basics.
Yep.
A, a woman wants to support her man. She wants you, but you have to be a man. And I, Negroes. I just like I said, I don't understand Negroes. They're either too passive or they're too aggressive, and they don't know how to find that happy balance.
Right. You know, something that I was thinking about the other day because my son came in and asked me to there's a favorite recipe I have, a favorite meal that he likes, the chicken adobo, the Hawaiian style, right? And he just loves it. And he came in and said, "Hey, I want to learn how to make that." I said, "This weekend, can you take me and I'll buy all the stuff." My sons work; they're both 19, right? So
Mhm.
he told me, "Look, I'll buy all the stuff and stuff, but show me how to do it so that I can do it for myself one day." And I started thinking, I was like, this little playing motherfucker right here. Think about it like this: the perfect first date, right? If I ever ended up single, perfect first date. I'm not looking for it. I'm just saying. You get to know the girl. You give her your number, and she calls you back and says, you guys get to rapping or whatever. And when she says, "Yeah, what were you thinking about doing?" Can you imagine all these motherfuckers talking about girls don't cook no more? The perfect first date, you go pick her up. You have a recipe in mind already. You know what you want to make. You go get her. You take her to the store with you, the store that you normally shop at, and you know where everything's at already, right? Because now you're showing leadership. You're showing control. You go get everything you need for your recipe. You go back to your place, okay? And you cook that food with her right there. And you tell her, "Come here. We're going to do this together. I want to show you something." Right? And now you can lead her through that cooking. And while you're doing that, you're conversing with her. Maybe, give her some wine or something to sip on. But you're having a conversation, but you're doing something during
Thank
that
you, Mike.
conversation.
Thank you. And no, that's real shit. That's real shit. Cause fellas, how many guys have y'all heard in these spaces? Basically, like they want what some of the women want. They want, like, I understand a woman wanting a ready-made man, but
Mm-hmm.
like, guys, should we necessarily want a ready-made woman? Like I don't care what nobody says. Man, women get mad when I say this, and because I'm not saying that you guys are robots or less than, but you guys are to be instructed. Okay, you guys, are to submit and you to follow the instructions. You are to you are to be second in command, and there's nothing wrong with just putting that out there. But if you say it like that, yeah, that is an issue. But that approach that Mike just outlined, doing it just like that, it's like, all right, cool. Well, let me take the initiative. I have heard now on the flip side of that, I have, at least with my generation, there are some ladies out here talking about, I need a man who know how to cook because I don't know how to. Now, see, if someone's going to broadcast it, cut their ass off. Don't even rock with them now. Or if you feel she's worth it, hey, maybe you can say, "Hey, babe, I'm on here doing YouTube, and I came across this here YouTube channel. They cook some hellified meals. We need to look into it." And then you can go into what Mike just mentioned, and then maybe you can turn that over. But I think that's better than beating somebody over the head about it, especially if they know that that's something, that's a shortcoming of theirs that you're trying to work through. But
Right.
I understand a woman wanting a ready-made man because of the attributes and the things we're supposed to bring to the table. But again, Mike, you know, some things that I feel like we're requiring of women, this whole "what's good for the goose is good for the gander" mentality, I'm not feeling that
Right.
because in most of those instances, we can point out how one could be more successful over the other. I would argue that maybe we'd have more wins versus losses in regards to what's good for the goose is good for the gander argument. But if we continue to move forward with that argument, we're never going to get anywhere with it. Everything's going to continue to be circular, and we'll just keep on having issues. I'm gonna mute up and let brother Platinum get in.
Well, no, you should um, give a woman directions, and you're gonna have all of the, instructions and pimping and boss, and forget all that. You should, if you're a man, be able to give her direction, advise her on things, and she should listen to you if she respects you. You should have that. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You talk about the Pookie and the Ray Ray. Okay, the Pookie and the Ray Ray. He's not capable of giving her any advice. He can give her some dick. He can bullshit with her, laugh at shit you probably wouldn't laugh at, shit that you think that she's ridiculous, but he find that funny. You know, occupy her time where she doesn't feel she can feel like she's the dominant person in that relationship. And
Right.
she can have that. I mean, she can have that's what she wants. But as a man of means, there's a certain standard that you set that she's going to have to live up to. And I would tell a woman that. You see, when you see a lot of guys, one thing I don't do, I don't do a lot of talking on the phone. We're gonna do a whole. If we're not living together, we're gonna do a whole lot of interactions. Person one on one. And I'll tell her in a minute. Look, like you want to be a thought and shit. Go fuck with this dude. I'll point to a dude. We be at the mall and say, if you do you like that type of dude? His pants are like really low and shit, like he's all hooded up and thugged out. I said, look, if you want to be a thought, go fuck with a guy like that, because that's exactly what you're going to be.
Right.
But I'm trying to get some things done. You were telling me that you wanted to get your master's, or you were trying to apply for this thing or that thing. I'm gonna give her the advice on how to do it, the instructions on how to do it, and I'm gonna help coach her through it. And she said, hey, I know I've been trying to lose 15 pounds. I just can't get it off. I'm gonna say, you really want to lose it? Okay, this is what you got to do. And just, hey, look, just let me know. Just call me. And she's going to be calling me. I'm not going to call. She can call me. I'll coach you through it. I'll stand with you. I'll support you. But,
Okay,
but if you want to be a thought and a hoe, go fuck with that dude right there. He's not going to help you do shit. All he's going to do is put some dick in your life and,
right.
and not give a fuck about you.
Well, Platinum, let me ask you this, brother, because maybe this will help bring more clarity to it. Because I'm still, we've had some awesome conversations. Laugh, play with the whole nine. Now, based off what you just said, is that is that somewhat synonymous with what you were mentioning when you were saying, hey, you'll get with a lady and you'll have her go to Dallas or Atlanta with you, and then you go, y'all go kick it or whatnot. Is that kind of what you were going with that when you were talking about? Were you like kind of getting at like, hey, I'm gonna build her up that way?
Let me tell you something.
Talk to me.
If I'm dealing with a young woman that's in college that I look at as um, endless potential. Hopefully she don't get lost in the game, lost in the sauce. Yes, I will do something that I know these young, and when I say young, I say a guy who's 23, 24, won't do, and I'll spend some money. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna get some pussy. But what I will do is I will look at her as an investment. And what I'll do, I say, hey, you know what? Can you come to Vegas with me? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna show her a good time in Vegas. Now, if we fuck, okay, we fuck. But believe me, it's gonna be all on her. It's not gonna be me saying, okay, hey, we're in Vegas. Okay, it's 10 o'clock at night. We're in the same room. I'm gonna pull my. No, I'm not gonna do anything like that. It will be her climbing in my bed. If I had to get two beds, I get two beds. But it'll be her climbing in my bed. Fucking with me. So all she can do is lie. It wouldn't be no I did nothing to her. But yeah, I will build her up because she's worth it. Now somebody that's 30, I'm fucking with her. She's 30. She's got a kid. I'm not gonna do that. On that, it's gonna be she's gonna meet me where I want her to meet me. But no, I'm not gonna invest in her. Period. And she can go fuck with another dude because I don't look at that as the type of woman that has a lot of value to me. And see, that's another thing too. You got to demonstrate to a woman that other women want you, like you was talking about in the club. If I get a really really cute girl's number in my phone, I'm not gonna stop trying to fuck with other bitches. Oh man, I got this number. I want her to think I'm a nice guy. I want her to think I'm a nice guy. I don't mean it in that way. I'm a nice guy, but I want her to see me gaming on other hoes.
Right.
I don't mean I'm gonna call them, but yeah, she gonna see. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time with her once I get her number and shit like that. High and by, and then I want her to see me getting. I want her to see me with my phone out. Very attractive women putting numbers in my phone. I want her to say, "This dude right here, I'm just another woman. I'm just another number in his phone." Which I'm gonna get into that because I want her to bring it up. Oh, I watched you. I was like this guy because I've had them do this to me. He was putting so many numbers in his phone. I was like, "What are you talking about?" You were putting. I said, "Yeah, what are you talking about? I'm just out having fun. Why? Who am I with? Who am I sitting next to? Though I don't fuck with them other women. I just fucking with them. To get their number. Sometimes just to see if I can get it. But no, I was serious about you. I'm not fucking with you have to get into these games with them. You have to play these games so that you can advance to the next level. You can't be that. You can't be the common nigga. The common nigga who's gonna get butt hurt, who's gonna send an angry text, who's gonna sit on his ass. It's 11 o'clock, so he don't want to talk. No, he's all nice, not talking. She walks by, she sees you sitting there, oogling her. You don't want to be that guy. You want to be that guy. If she,
Oh,
if you,
I'm
don't
losing you a little bit, man.
huh?
Oh, there. Okay. Yeah, I lost you. I lost your sound.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
No, you
saying
good.
you want to be the guy that hey, you got her number, she got your number. What if it's 1 o'clock and you've gotten three other you're sitting at another table of women and all of a sudden you get a text and it's from her and you look at the phone you say oh god damn she just texted me like hey you want to go out to you want to get breakfast that's what you want because then she's saying okay this guy right here he's worth my time this guy has proven himself to be worthy amongst other women.
Okay. So yeah, I could see. See, the first time that I heard it, it came across crazy to me. But now that I've talked to you and stuff, and I understand where you're coming from,
Mm-hmm.
I can agree. If you're a single man, and if you're gonna do it anyway, if you're going to Vegas, you're going to Dallas, whatever, if you're gonna do it anyway, oh, DJ Mo in the house. Hold on, let me say what's up. But yeah, if you're gonna do it anyway, you know what? Why not get her to go for a ride, and you can actually show her what you're about.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you leveling up. You're leveling up. No, Mike. When you do see at her age, those men who are approaching her, they're not doing that. Those men are let's order a pizza and let's lay up and fuck. Okay,
Right.
that's for her on her side. That's gonna get boring. And what you want to do is she's doing that right, and you want to bring her out of that so that she then demands more of those men. Now, I don't know those guys. I've been young. They're probably not going to do that, which makes it even better for you. And she's worth it. I'm saying she has to be worth it. She's worth it because she's like me. I might go to Vegas. What is this? August, September. I'm going to Vegas. I just booked 2 tickets. I want to take her there. While I'm in Vegas, I want to take her there. We're gonna have a good time. I'll tell her up front. I ain't talking about no sex. Look, why you get off that shit? But see, while we're on that plane, while we're talking, I'm gonna win her over. I'm gonna show her that for you. I said, look, man, that's some other girl. I said, them girlfriends. I went up to women and said, look, you are right. I said, you need new friends though. Instead, they'll laugh. So yeah, you gotta have new friends. I said, women don't fit with you. I said, you're a pretty girl. What the fuck are you? I know they're your friends and shit, but come on, man. And they get in hysterics because they feel the same way too. They don't
Hmm.
get offended by that, and they like when I say that. They just like me even more. Especially if there's a girl who thinks she's cuter than her. I'll tell her in a minute. So that girl, she thinks she cute. She ain't. She got a long way off. Long way off. I like you. Look at you. You fit. You fine. You work out too, don't you? Nah, I used to. I said you run track. Well, see, we need to put you back on that track though. So you ain't. I like them hams poke. I like that track body. I said, well, I
Okay.
put you. Yeah, I put you on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I will put a bitch back on that track.
You're gonna
I'll
work
take
her out.
I'll take my stopwatch and I'll go by a dollar store, get me about 30 cases of waters, and we'll just sit out there and just go through all 30 of them fucking waters. Come on, come on. That's 12 seconds. Come on, you got to get that shit back down. Put it. I'll even go bring the blocks. Shit, yes, let's get it going.
And you know what's funny that you say that? It's like when you look on social media and all that, girls will post up how horrible their workout was, right?
Uh-huh.
But the next day, what are they doing? They back
Yeah.
getting that workout, ain't they?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Back
saying?
working
Because
out.
and whether it's because they're attracted to the guy or they're getting the workout. Either way, there's a benefit for them to go do that. And until somebody shows them something different, they're gonna keep doing that. So if you can be the one that introduces her to, hey, you know what? Why don't you come with me? Let's get healthy. Let's get you in shape. You know what? Maybe we'll go try on some sundresses next month.
Yeah.
Get you ready for the summer, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
get you ready for the winter. You know what I'm saying? Get the apple bottoms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know,
and Mike, also it's a way to bump your competition. Like I was saying, it's about the competition. It's not about necessarily her. It's like I want to go in and say, hey, look, them guys. I mean, I seen your page, right? I seen your Instagram. I seen your Facebook or whatever. That guy that you're on there with. I mean, like that's your boyfriend or whatever. So you date? No, we're just dating. And I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna have some experiences with her that I know he's not gonna do. And then I'm gonna turn around. I'm doing it on purpose because I'll put her on the track, say from 12 to 2, and she's sweaty and stuff like that. And then she cleans up and stuff. And then, oh, I really need to get back. I'm gonna say, look, I'm not trying to get between you and Mike or whatever, but all he sees in you is what you can do for him sexually. That's all he sees. That's why he's never asked you to do this. That's why he's not trying to take you out of the state. He just wants you to be his little fuck toy while he's in college. Now, if that's what you want to do, I'm not trying to stop that. I mean, go ahead. But I mean, for you, it's just so much more for you. And I'm just one guy. I'm one of a million men. I know a million men would love to be doing what I'm doing. Trying to raise her up, man.
right?
Let RJ come in though. What you think, RJ? I think RJ then went to sleep.
Fell off on us.
I guess so. I don't know. But yeah, that's my whole point, man. You're trying to raise them up and make them better. And that's what I like to do, and I like to do.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. These guys are, I think, like the way the red pill teaches, or the red pill coaches, a lot of red pill coaches, um, they tell these guys make it about you, right? But
Yeah,
the part that they're for, like, the guys are not getting the point that when they say make it about you, that means you have to learn how to be a leader. You have to learn how to take control of a situation. Meaning, when you meet this girl, you got to take control of the situation and show her you can lead her, make her feel safe, and allow her to have fun without stressing over, is this dude gonna, try to rape me? Is this guy, you know what I'm saying? Like she can let her defenses down, but you got to lead her and guide her into that. These guys are, I'm wondering what their approach is like, that so many of these guys have this feeling with these women.
and
Like
see, and
at
Mike,
some point they were attracted, right?
yeah, yeah, Mike, and that's what a guy doesn't realize. Like I said, man, you gotta understand. And I'm a guy, and they should know this. When I was 15, I saw girls who were 15, 16 who had really filled out, and they were getting offers, from grown men, requests from grown men to come see them. Uh,
Well, you felt way off.
yeah, I'll buy you some clothes and shit like. No, I'll buy you clothes. I'll do shit for you. So they know, and unfortunately, quite a few of them have been raped. They have been date raped or forced to have sex with guys. So they're very apprehensive about guys like that. You go up to a chick and you're thirsty, like they can feel it. they'll end the date. They can feel that coming from a guy. That's why you have to be calm and laid back. That's why when she sees that you're friends with attractive women, you're friends with them, you've never tried anything, it changes her outlook of you. And
Right.
it's good for you to have that. But if you're a fucking incel and you're thirsty and shit and you're on shows screaming about women and shit, I wouldn't date you. I'd be like, God damn.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. These guys are. It's either all the sex or absolutely nothing. Not realizing, like even at work, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody tells you, don't shit where you eat, but that don't mean that you can't be cool with the ladies at work because they might have a sister, a friend, you know what I'm saying, a cousin that they're gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna hook him up with my cousin.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That you could be cool, and now because you don't have to simp for your coworkers or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you
Hmm.
just walk by, throw a little flirt at her every once in a while, but you never actually, go for the kill or nothing like that. They're gonna be like, because you're not simping, but there's something about you. They're gonna try and get to know that.
If
Why
if
isn't he? Why ain't he approaching me?
if 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 if
You know
you're
what I'm saying?
in if you're in school, if you're in the gym, if you come to work and you never go there, like you never take it there, like opportunities to take it, you never take it there, and you have a good, you're socially the women like you're gonna have no problem with them setting you up. They're gonna go out their way, and if you're taking care of yourself, they're gonna flirt with you. You don't have to flirt with them; they're gonna flirt with you.
Right.
But if you come
Exactly.
in there, if you come in there thirsty, overweight, your clothes don't fit, you're always going out your way to make some, off-brand comment, like, "Oh,
Right.
them pants, like that ass, man." I mean, like, I ain't trying to go off, but your ass is smoking, shit like that. They're not gonna like that, and they're gonna
Right.
throw you in that with that rapey type of dude. That hell no, he's not gonna meet my cousin. Hell no, he's not gonna. I hate working with that guy. That's what she's gonna say. It's gonna spread.
Yep.
So go ahead. I'm sorry. Somebody else was talking with.
Oh no, no, I was gonna say that's that whole Me Too thing, man. Like if you always trying to find a way to be in her space, and she has already, I guess, shown through her actions, because they like everybody gets mad because they expect us to get it, right? So if she's
Mhm.
already shown you in some type of way with her actions, that she ain't trying to be with you. All right, hold on, real quick, hold on. All right, my bad. But yeah, so like I was saying, if she's already shown you that you're she's not attracted, right? And you still continue to get in her space and try to get around her, she's, what I'm saying, she's thrown off completely. But if you just see her in passing or whatever, you give her that little wink and the nod or something, and you keep going. You don't even have to say nothing. Just wink at her, give her that little nod, little smirk, and you keep going. She becomes curious at that point.
Yeah, yeah. And you, like you said, she's interested in why you're not doing that. And you have to navigate your own, conversation, but you could just say, I'm really just here trying to work. So I'm not trying to take nothing or anybody home with me. I'm just trying to do my 8 and go home.
Right. And see, yeah, that's this. It's these guys. They. I don't know what it is. It's like they get the degree or whatever it is, and then their brain just gets fried. Like, okay, I did all that work, I did all that studying, I spent all that time putting in the work for my brain. Okay, now I want to put some energy into my dick.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's like that's how I picture them, man. Like when I hear the comments that they make.
Look, it's the same thing. Like we were talking about women, but it's the same thing like with strip club. And now it's certain strip clubs. There's certain strip clubs. Obviously, you give enough money, or they'll tell you in your ear, $40, $100, whatever. You give them some money. So certain women, you can do it on Facebook, you can do it on Instagram. You hit them up, they DM. You give them some money, yeah, they'll have sex with you, right? But once again, there are certain clubs out here. I don't care if you spend $5,000. They're not. That doesn't mean they're going to have sex with you, and that's what people have to come to grips with their education or whatever feathers they have in their hat. That does not mean that woman is going to sleep with you. Simple as that. And when you understand it, when you look at it from that point, there's nothing to become upset about because you were pursuing her, you were dating her, but there was no end game in the sense that there was never anything established that it would be a culmination at the end of whatever relationship you're trying to pursue.
Right.
Now, a lot of dudes ain't gonna be for that, I understand it, but then again, certain women, you just have to be like that. You have to be like, no, hey, look, are you busy? Yeah, would you like to join me? I'm going to do these things. Oh, yeah, yeah, I like to do it. But eventually, a woman will express to you, well, she'll explain to you why she's not taking the relationship, to the next level. She will tell you that. She's not gonna
Mm-hmm.
just let you hang out there. You know what I'm saying? And then
Right.
you know what they say. The one guy dated the woman for 6 months, and I wouldn't date someone for 6 months. But then he finally tried to kiss her, and she told him that he felt like kissing her brother because she had the same feelings for him as a friend, and she just didn't see him as a sexual partner.
Right.
It was a bad decision. He went too long with that. 6 months to kiss someone.
I can't, bro. Like, yo, I can't.
The whole time though, the whole time you're doing everything that's expected of a boyfriend, and
Right.
she's accepted it. Whether it's gifts, calls, support, listening to her, but over time you become one of her girlfriends. Yet you don't
Yep.
realize it.
Exactly. If you ain't her boyfriend, you her girlfriend.
Yeah, and then you go in for a kiss, and she's looks like, What are you doing? Say, ooh, that felt so bad. What are you doing? I felt like kissing my brother. And all of a sudden you wake up to that 6 month. No, that's you're bullshit. You
Yep.
can't do that. You can't do that. Now, I mean, everything I say. Look, you have to let your intentions be known that you're pursuing her for a possible relationship. Now, you would say within a month if which direction you're going to go. But and if you want to be friends with it, because there's some good women out there that you can be friends with, especially beautiful women. They're the best ones to be friends with because just by you being friends with them, they're going to attract other women, especially jealous women. That's been an old trick to my book is to have a very, very attractive friendship with a woman, um,
Right.
and sit in a very visible place so that other women see us together because I'm going to feed off of the jealousy of that woman. And even if they think that's my woman, I'm not going to correct them. And if they say, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck him because I don't like her," okay, I'll take the fucking, but no, we're not together. I'll tell her that after. I'm not gonna tell her that before.
Right.
And women, that's just the biggest driver for a woman, attractive woman. That's just even whether you go into Miami, whether you go to Vegas, whether you go to California, and I'm talking about when you go to the red light districts or the nightclub districts, the hangout district, is just Times Square. If you got an attractive woman with you, that gonna make you 50 times more attractive to other women.
That's right. Every time. Because they're gonna look and then they might not look directly at you, but they're gonna size you up. They're gonna look at that attractive woman, they're gonna look at the man she's with.
Mm-hmm.
Because girls know what a pretty woman looks like. They
Yep.
practice it all day, every day. That's what makeup does, right? So when they see a pretty woman, they're gonna look at the pretty woman and look at the guy she's with. All right. So even if he's not good looking, You don't gotta be super handsome. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be no like old school Denzel type shit up in there. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna look at you, size you up, be like, okay. So if even if they give you the 5, 6, 7, they're gonna think, damn, what is it about him?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? They get curious, and bro, there's a reason they say curiosity killed the cat. Cats always land on their feet. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot to kill the cat. So them girls get real curious.
That's going to bring you places you've never been because it's a superficial game, and that's what they're going to focus on. That attractive woman in our society, an attractive woman can pretty much write her own ticket.
Exactly.
No, she can even go into a jail. They'll tell you they got women that they can't within the women's prison. They have to put in isolated, not yeah PC because she destroys the prison. They'll start fights over her.
Oh yeah.
You know, so that's how much power she has. So if she's on your hip, she's walking up the street and she's around. She's people obviously see you with them. You can go back to like you say you go to the what's the Nike store or what's that the Louis Vuitton store. You go to all these places on purpose with her so you can go back and get the numbers of the girls who work there who are going to willingly give you that number,
Bruh.
eagerly give you that number. No, what are you talking about? Saying her, nah, we're just together. Well, I'm getting tired of her. You know, we've been together for a while, and I'm just getting tired of her. I just want to see what's up with you. I mean, I think you're more attractive than her. You know, no.
Yep.
Give me your number. Let me see. Let's hook up. Let's
And
hang out.
if you play it right, you go back to that store and be like, "Oh no, that was my cousin. She just came out to visit my mom and them." And you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like it
yeah.
depends
Well,
on what you're trying to get out of her. You know what
you're
I'm
right,
saying?
but I'm not gonna say cousin. I'm gonna say girlfriend. But we're breaking up. She's not just not being like you. I point to, if I'm at the Louis store and it's because they're only gonna hire really attractive women. I say you work harder than she does. Nah, she doesn't want to go to work. I'm a good guy. I really support her. But
Yep.
she's just I gotta let her go because it's just not gonna work out with us. And I'm not saying me and you gonna be something. I just want to get to know you. And at the very least, you can get her IG, and then you can hit her up and see if she'll change. She'll change her mind.
Right. But yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about, man. I just it's the world is too easy, man. These guys are overthinking it. That's what I think. They're putting so much energy into getting their little dick wet that they're overthinking it, man. These are guys that master video games in 2 days. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Like, I don't get. I don't understand. My idea is I want to work to help those guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate these. I don't hate them. You know what I'm saying? But it's like we gotta man them up. We gotta bring them up out of this mentality. You know what I'm saying? Because they represent us. That's one of the things I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like if I come to your city, right, and there's a bunch of dudes in your city that are
uh-huh.
walking around crying and calling women, yeah, you bitch, and this, that, oh, fuck your ass, you ugly anyway. And they talking to women like this, right? And I show up right off the bat, they're gonna look at me, and I'm just another one of them. Before I even, you know what I'm saying, got my first wink in, before I got my first smirk at her, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? It's like they don't put up a wall before, you know what I'm saying? They see me get out the car before I even seen her. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, nah, he one of them. Like, damn, just because I look similar or I might be the same height as some fucking fuck boy that, you know what I'm saying, don't have no kind of game or nothing.
I
So
like,
it's like,
but Mike, I sort of like when they do that because, like, I like when they do that. If they want to be off the street and grabbing on arms and uh, pants saggy and hat back to the backwards and all this logo stuff, Gucci sneakers. I like when they do that because, like I said, I'm gonna put the girl on game. Once I got to get her out of there. I look at her, she just fucked up because the dude's fucked up. But I'm gonna try to get her out of that. Then I'm gonna level her up.
Right.
That's it's not gonna happen overnight, but I'm gonna bring her up, and I'm telling you, bro. Once I get through talking to her, she's gonna hate guys like that. Yeah, because I'm gonna keep telling them those guys, those guys just want to fuck you. That's all. Which really, to be honest with you, that might be my intention. But the way I'm going to do her is I'm gonna level her up. I'm gonna be like, look, that guy there. Oh, she got a boyfriend. If they're not married, that's not serious. So she got a boyfriend, and I'm gonna have her just tell me what he does, and he just better not have any holes in his games. If he's supportive and attentive and loving and kind, and he doesn't have holes in his game. But if he's disrespectful and thuggy and doesn't know how to treat her, he's got holes in his game. And if I'm interested, I'm gonna knock him out off his game.
Yeah. But honestly, I mean, I don't think it's there's I don't think it's as much as like it's not the thugs that are chasing them off because they're attracted to the thugs. They're attracted to the tough guys and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
Right? It's just it's if you have to catch them at the right age to get them to realize, or not. I don't want to say realize, but there's a certain point when she's tired of the guy that's not gonna be taking care of her. When she realizes that this guy is not gonna take care of me, I can understand. I can see where you're coming from with, show her how to level up. You know, but when
Yeah.
they're attracted to the thug guy and all that, when they're attracted to these guys, it's gonna take the guy that can talk to her and get in her head without, making it look like he's not even trying. For some guys, it comes naturally. We're just able to talk to anybody, right? So
Yeah, you gotta be.
these guys don't even want to work on that. They don't even want to be able to talk to her to make her somewhat attracted. Not even realizing if she gave them the time of day, if she let you approach and even get the question out, or you know what I'm saying, if she gave you the time to say, hey, why don't you take my number and give me a call, right? If she let you get that far, you know what I'm saying, don't fuck it up. That's all they got to do is not fuck it up.
You're right. But you gotta be vague in the sense you gotta let them know. When you're first meeting someone, man, they're trying to see what type of person you are. You're trying to see what type of person she is. When I say, okay, if it's someone I'm attracted to, it's an attractive woman that I'm attracted to, but I feel she's underselling herself because dudes she date are dirt bags. I'm going to deliberately take her to a nice place to eat on purpose. Possibly she's never even been there. I'll take her to a Texas Longhorn Steakhouse, and I'll spend the money on it. But see, I'm reinforcing. My point is this: I'm reinforcing. Look, you have a lot of quality about you, but you're fucking with the wrong crowd. You're not being what you can be. Why you never been here before? What are you talking about? No, I never been here. I said, wait a minute, you told me you had a dude. He never took you here before? Oh, okay. Well, you know. I'm saying it's deliberate.
Right.
It's not what people say, okay, when she was trying to beat me out of a meal. Nah, you clever enough. Okay, obviously you can find coupons, you can time it, but why you want a Motel Sixer? Take it to the Hilton. I think you can get a room at the Hilton, especially if you're doing it in advance and you got coupons and stuff like that, like you're on your credit card. You can get a room at the Hilton probably for 65, $75 at the Hilton. You take it, okay, where we going? We're going to the Hilton. The Hilton. Normally we go to Motel Six. We go to Joe's Motel. Nah, we don't. I don't trust the sheets there. Then I'm gonna say that dude you fucking with, that dude's a dirt bag. You fucking sleeping in roach motels with this guy? A woman like you? Fuck is wrong with you? You know what?
Right.
I don't think I should be dating you. You know what? Because I don't think you're ready. I'm saying you have to have a. I don't know. I'm not gonna do that on the phone. I'm gonna get hung up on.
Yep. Yep. Yo, hey, I just got a text from wifey. She's gonna come get some money from me and stuff.
Okay, okay, bro. We can end it now. We can end it.
Um, damn.
We went
But
to 10:40, so that's we a couple of hours, huh?
hey, you know what though? But it's worth it, man. And like I said, I put this up and I'll leave it up, and that way, whoever needs to hear it is gonna hear it.
Well,
You know
this
what I'm
was
saying?
this was a test run, Mike. Test run. I'm finna get my own channel, and this was on StreamYard.
Right.
So it is what it is, man. You know, hopefully it's some information for somebody who's passing through. Hopefully it'll help a couple of guys
Yeah.
and women.
Right. And that's what it's about, man. We just out here trying to help. And like I said, um, well, here I'll let you if you want to put your message out or anything like that. Go ahead and say something to before we close it out, just some closing remarks or whatever.
No
And
doubt.
No, is RJ back?
yeah, yeah,
Well, yeah.
You,
I'm here,
you,
fellas. Just trying to
you,
catch some things.
you went to sleep? You went to sleep on us?
No. I ain't go to sleep on you. I'm just trying to multitask.
Oh, okay.
No, that's all. My apologies.
that's
Well,
what we do.
my comments, my closing comments would be: look, let the woman choose you. Be something worth choosing. Why don't you do this right here? Go look in the mirror. Right? I hate to say it. Take off all your clothes. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? Look, that's what she's looking at. Maybe you should see a gym. If not, if you're a professional quality man, why not get a trainer? Why not get a trainer? Why not get a dietitian? Why not be the sculpture dude? Why not be in great shape? Why not finish your degree? Why not sew up what you're doing? When you talk to a woman, why not talk about real estate? Why not talk about so she be like, damn, all you do is talk about work. Why not be that way? But that fucking shit, that's what every Tom, Dick, and Harry wants to talk about. That asshole and that pussy hole and that mouth hole. And you ain't gonna get no bitch. You gonna get sluts and weak ass bitches with that conversation. You don't get no type of quality hoe. I can tell you that right now. And niggas like me, I hope you do that because I'm gonna knock you right off that. Well, I don't give a fuck if you've been knowing that bitch 10 years. I'm gonna knock you right off that bitch. Not that I want her, but I'm telling you, your game's so weak, man. Anybody can take your woman because you ain't got no conversation. You ain't. She know you ain't doing shit for her.
You're right.
She know you a fat motherfucker. She know her friends have told you how you fucking you date that fat sack of shit. She know you a wallet first motherfucker. They be like, girl, why would you fuck with a dude for his money? You come from money. I know. I made a mistake. I'm finna get rid of that motherfucker though. So and then you'll be out here running around whining. What the bitch did, what the bitch did. Fuck what the bitch did. What did you do? Be a real motherfucker. Have the bitch choose up on you. And if you got the shit going, you'll get the bitch. She'll know she got a prize and she'll earn it.
Right.
I'm done.
Well, yeah, I appreciate you, brother. All right. RJ, did you want to say anything? Throw anything in?
Yeah. Absolutely, Mike. First and foremost, I want to thank you for having me on. I truly appreciate it, brother.
No doubt.
I wanted to definitely offer my 2 cents into this, and hopefully, I've added, I've contributed, something meaningful to the dialogue. Now, um, I just want to, congratulate you, and I want you to continue doing what you're doing. May your channel continue to experience growth and progression because, you're doing good work. you know, while other people, say, "Hey, sisters, we want y'all to do better, level up, and do all that." We need brothers like yourself that's saying, "Hey, all right, well, y'all handle that. The direction, the aim I'm going is, fellas." So that way that way they can't say not all, and all that other shit that we get tired of hearing. Hey, I'm gonna stay on y'all. I'm gonna deal with y'all, fellas. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm blowing the whistle. It's Coach Mike in the house, Coach Shinnery. You know what I'm saying? And blow the whistle, get whip these dudes in shape, particularly the younger brothers. I tell the young guys with the Youth Alliance to check out your channel because you're speaking about masculinity and manhood, the importance of it. You know. The importance of them letting they nuts hang, if you will, for lack of better words, and just truly, you know engaging with this thing because man, it's not a joke. We sit up and talk about this stuff all day, and about how it's affecting us. So we really have to separate the men from the boys. While the other side over there separates the girls from the ladies. And so, like I said, I commend you on what you're doing, brother, and may you continue to benefit from your growth. Thank you.
Hey, I appreciate the love, bros. Yeah, you're right. Like you said, that's what I want to do. I want to help these guys just find that manhood, man. Find that man inside, because we own the world. We got this world, man. Everybody's complaining about they want to, the what is it? We got Make America Great Again, the Yes We Can. We got all these models and stuff that people are listening to, but the individuals are not doing the work. They waiting for somebody else to do the work. And I'm sorry, somebody else cannot make you the man. You gotta want it. It's gotta come from inside. You gotta find your heart, you know what I'm saying, to become the man you want to be. And so that's my mission. Because there's one thing that we all know. We got this word thirsty up on here. We got we had simps up there earlier. Those guys are always gonna exist. There's always going to be the lowest hanging fruit that can't get a woman, and they're going to spend money. And I don't want to, I'm not racist or nothing like that, but them dudes, the girls that go out to Abu Dhabi and Saudi Arabia and stuff like that, and these dudes are throwing, stacks at them. There's a reason that they got to do that. And there's a reason why, Pookie and Ray Ray might only have to show up with a candy bar and a bottle of Sprite, and he knocking it out. All right.
Yeah.
So,
And no, Pookie and Ray Ray, they don't care if she fucks him tonight and they don't see her for another 2 months. They don't care.
exactly. And we got to get guys back into that train of thought. That's my my goal is to get as many guys as I can. And I know I'm only going to touch so many, you know what I'm saying? I can't hit 1% of the whole world, right? So I'm only going to be able to get to so many, but if I can build a circle of people around me that talk, either like me or above me, their mentality could be higher than mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to meet people like that can elevate my mind, that can bring me into a higher train of thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been me all my life. I know who's in here. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody else to say, oh, what about this? Did you know that there's a 27th letter? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely. And see, Mike, that speaks a lot about your character because a lot of these guys, they come on here, hey, I'm the ringleader. I'm the circus master, whatever you want to call it. I'm running this here. They're on their high horse. And like we've discussed before, they've taken it all the way back to 1978 in high school. You see, and every living high school. They then went from ninth grade back to senior year again, and the cycle repeats
yep.
because in that damn high school, Big Booty Judy, he went and bought her some hot chips and she curved him. You know what I'm saying? And these dudes ain't got over it yet. It was the most devastating thing that they ever endured. You know what I mean? And like I said, I can't even count how many times I've been curved. Like I said, for me, it's a part of my personality, and so I try not to internalize things. I actually show a lot of empathy for these guys, man. But it's like at what point do you get it? And if you don't get it, then you know what? You're going to be forever forking over money to these dating. Don't complain about the dating coach if you're not trying to elevate to get off the dating coach.
Right.
If I'm a fiend, if I'm an alcoholic, like we was mentioning earlier, how much therapy do I need to finally get off of it? Hopefully, I don't relapse. Hopefully, I've learned everything I need to learn, and
You,
I'm
you,
like, okay, I can take this and apply it.
real quick, I was applying for a particular position, and I had fulfilled all the academic requirements, and I had did some other things, to add to it. And the guy who was in charge, he said, wait a minute. Just because you fulfill all these requirements, and I see right here you've done some extra things, that don't mean you're gonna get this job. You have to go through a review process, and you have to be approved. And he said, even then, it might take 30 days, and you can, at any given time, you can be non-selected. So don't think by what you've been doing, because he said, I see you've been going to school and finishing up and taking these extra courses specifically for this position. But don't think that's going to get you the position. And that
Right.
applies same thing with these females. If you're not doing what they require you to do, they're not going to fuck with you. I don't care
Fact.
how much money you got. I don't care how you cut your hair. I don't care who you think you are. That don't mean they are going to sleep with you. And that's the difference with Pookie and Ray Ray. Pookie and Ray Ray, they are willing to fuck on them when they fuck with them. But it's them fucking with Pookie and Ray Ray. It's not Pookie and Ray Ray trying to win them over. You know, they're not doing shit to get them.
That's right.
It's them. They look at Pookie and Ray Ray and see him for what he is. I want some non-binding sex. I want a dude that's not gonna blow me up on my sale. He's not gonna put my business in the street. He's not gonna be trying to make me his woman.
Right.
And that's why they can get it. That's why these other dudes, they like I said, they get leery. They be like, "Oh, if I suck his dick, girl, he gonna think I'm his girlfriend and I'm fucking with my ex, and he gonna make a big scene. No, I'm just not gonna call him. No, I'm gonna block him."
And I'm
Right.
glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, Platinum, because again, you know, why should we even give a damn what Pookie and Ray Ray and them are doing? I can't say it enough. Am I gonna hate on the competition, or am I gonna sit in on the seminar and learn? Am I gonna be slug work from Willy Wonka? You know what I mean? Let me,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Teach me how to Dougie. Let me learn the game. These dudes, I've never been one of those, it probably ain't hard to tell. You know, I lived a sheltered lifestyle, but I've never been too in myself to where I couldn't talk to a street cat. You know, even though, we may not be able to communicate on certain things. I've never had an issue speaking with a street cat to try to understand, this guy's plight, where he's coming from, how he views life. And to me, that's always been a part of just mental progression and elevation. And so I'm the same way. Give me some game from a Ron Wills, but then give me some game from the uncle at the fish fry who been married 7 times. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I mean, hell, he knows something after 7 damn marriages.
Yeah, he
You know what I
could.
mean?
Yep.
And but see, this it's that lack of thirst that Pookie and Ray Ray have that makes them go see him. You know, and they like I said, they know that he's not gonna be fucked up about the fucking. He gonna be like, okay, we had a good time, but that was yesterday. Now I got to go chase down my baby mama, and it was cool. That's what it was. It's not gonna be, hey, let's plan our fucking wedding, or hey, I don't want you talking to no more dudes now. Hey, take that picture down on your IG. You gotta let the woman be a woman, man, and let her choose what she want to do. And once she feels that you're not threatened by her, and you ain't trying to put nothing on her, she gonna fuck you. Cause she gonna be like, okay, we got some good dick. I'm gonna go fuck him. My ex fucking up. I'm finna go fuck him. And then if you wanted to make it in it, it can become that. But all this incel and shit ain't no. Look, women gonna fuck who they want to fuck. If they ain't fucking you, you need to change. If not, shit, go jerk off. If not, go admit yourself to the nearest mental fucking hospital so you don't fucking go out here and kill people.
Right. So
That's what.
I'm gonna go ahead and end it on that, brother. I appreciate you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for showing some love. It's a good conversation. We're gonna do it again. Um, real quick, I made a video yesterday because I heard I heard some comments. It's a real quick, like 11-minute video. When you guys get a chance, check that one out because I called it Back to Basics, and it was just me kind of being a smartass over some comments that I heard. I didn't point no names or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But when y'all hear it, you'll understand where I was coming from and what I was trying to
Nah, I
do with
checked
it.
that one out. I checked that one out when you dropped it. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Real shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll check it out.
it's a real quick video, man. But yeah, it was just something like, if we got to start from scratch, fuck it. We're gonna go back fifth grade, and we're gonna, bring them up from there. Maybe there was a lesson that they could have learned, that they never got, and that's why they got that what is that called when you don't grow, stunted growth or whatever,
Arrested development.
arrested development, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's what brought it. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Wifey's waiting on me. I appreciate you guys again.
Okay, man. Thank you, though.
Appreciate you, Mike, man. Be
Yes,
peace,
sir.
brother. Enjoy yourself.
All right, and we got our emails, man. So get at me whenever you need assistance. If you need somebody to come show support, I'm there.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Likewise. Hey, I'm on. I'm on it.
Got
All
you.
right, brother.
All right, brother.
Y'all,
Peace.
y'all have a good night. Enjoy the week.
All right, now. Later.
All right, later.